This is Julian Smith Jr. recording my artifact project for my Create application as I am being considered for a Create Scholar program at Georgia State University as I am earning my master's in arts for teaching social studies. This project will explain my big why. Why do I want to teach? Why do I want to get a master's of art in teaching social studies? My big why is developing a school to college pipeline on MLK Jr. Drive that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. would be proud of, manifesting a beloved community. Now, my big why is rooted in my parents. My father, Julian K. Smith Sr., and my mother, Willeen White Smith. Family legacy. Both of my parents are graduates of Morris Brown College. And Morris Brown College is a child of the AME Church. So my big why is rooted in the Black church and the Black college that both my parents were members and graduates of, because that is what helped to make me, and continuing their legacy is something that is dear to my heart. And continuing their legacy, I will help to do like the founder of my alma mater, Bethune-Cookman University, did, to educate thousands and generations of Black children. Restoring Fountain Hall is part of my big why on the campus of Morris Brown College. This is a key aspect in creating and cultivating this school to college pipeline. And on the campus of Morris Brown College as well is Herndon Stadium that is now vacant. And I want this stadium where when I was in Southwest DeKalb High School Band, we recorded drumline in this stadium. And here I am on the 50-yard line at Bethune-Cookman University playing trumpet. So my big why is rooted in music, it's rooted in boxing, and it's rooted in teaching history through travel. And as a Create Scholar with a master's in teaching social studies, I would have mastered the art of how education can influence our society, rooted in our history, especially in Georgia in the election year. In light of the 40 acres and a mule that General Sherman executed as a field order to connect Savannah to Haiti, because Haiti needs support. And as a social studies teacher, Haiti led the liberation and the abolition of enslaved Africans in the Americas. And this big why helps us to continue to create that school to college pipeline, which is rooted in our churches and our schools, which is rooted in which is rooted in the AME Church, founded by Richard Allen and Henry McNeil Turner, who was an AME bishop. That these institutions in the Atlanta University Center, Morris Brown College, the Atlanta University, which is now Clark Atlanta University, Spelman College, Morehouse College, all of these schools can be part of a school to college pipeline and a rebirth of the Atlanta student movement, which is very necessary at this time to combat the school to prison pipeline. And because Atlanta has these 5 Black colleges, we have the institutions to be able to do so. And restoring historic Fountain Hall on the campus of Morris Brown College is a key aspect in doing that, as a catalyst that will not only be key for Black students in Atlanta, but Black students in the global African diaspora. Imagine Black students from all over the world coming to Atlanta, Georgia to study, learning, going back to their prospective nations to build their nation up, where we can continue to trade with Africa that has many resources, where we can continue to build relationships with college universities in Africa and the Caribbean and in South America as well, that will continue to build a global school to college pipeline that will help to secure what was started in Reconstruction. The Freedmen's Bureau Act was a key part in Reconstruction that can be reenacted in various forms. And the ideal of Booker T. Washington up from slavery is key to that aspect as I approach my school to college pipeline that is rooted in children being able to do for themselves, using their gifts. I used my trumpet to get a full scholarship to college, and my aim is to help other kids get full scholarships to college so that they will be able to cultivate their gift and be able to do for themselves and be a positive and productive contributor to human civilization. And my part of my big why is helping to manifest the beloved community that Dr. Martin Luther King believed in. And we have opportunity to do that through creating a school to college pipeline that is supported by our churches and our schools, that is rooted in partnerships like Malcolm and Martin and Kwame Nkrumah, where we are able to mobilize our youth and our political, economic, and social value towards tangible change and for empowering our communities. My big why is continuing the work of Georgia men like Martin Luther King Jr. and Elijah Muhammad. This is my big why because it's rooted in family legacy, historically black colleges, historically black churches, so that black children specifically, but not exclusively, can have opportunity to cultivate their talents and enjoy the many blessings that our ancestors sacrificed for, locally here in Atlanta and globally across the global African diaspora and across many nations in the world that have college campuses and that have schools that need educators to be able to teach children who want to know uplifting truth, justice, beauty, goodness, peace, and freedom. I hope my big why was clear as I present this video artifact to you, that I'm using my music, my history teaching, and my boxing as executive director of the J.K. Smith Senior Foundation to help restore buildings like historic Fountain Hall on the campus of Morris Brown College, to perform in the community, to advance our high schools and our colleges so that they will be able to ensure that they have the resources to cultivate generations of children that want to learn. I look forward to earning my Master's of Arts in Teaching at Georgia State University and being a powerful, influential, transformative force in the field of education and community empowerment, especially as a nonprofit executive of the J.K. Smith Senior Foundation. Good day.